Pencils, you know, it does impact the students in a bright way because it also gives them personality from the erasers all the way down to the art that's on the pencil. They have his and hers. Yes, yes. What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchets REACT, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we are back with another American reaction.
Let's go.
Super excited about this video, guys. If you're new to us and we're new to you, make sure you scroll down, hit that subscribe button, and turn on the post notification bell because we're on the road to 100K. And we cannot get there without you guys, all right? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
This company is turning paper back into something that feels just like wood.
If you listen to the sound, it's wood.
It's transforming newspapers into pencils and donating a portion to school children.
You will see a student looking at this pencil like this. They are wondering, is this newspaper?
Print readership is on the rise in Kenya, which means a lot of newspapers end up in landfills. And when newspapers decompose, they're one of the worst pollutants. That's where these two brothers saw a golden opportunity.
Let's use the pencil to advocate for climate awareness.
Nice.
So when it comes to helping kids and the environment, how far can these pencils really go? Momo Pencils gets most of its newspapers from households near its facility here in Nairobi. Only about 42% of Kenyans have internet access, so many read the paper instead.
So the raw material is available everywhere.
They start with a single sheet of newsprint and cut it down to size.
The double page gives you about 3 pencils. We go through around 9 processes to get a pencil.
And any excess paper they cut off?
We use as an insert of the pencil. So that basically there is no waste.
They'll use that scrap to fill any open spaces between the paper and the graphite, which is the only material they don't source locally.
So they do this part by hand. So they literally put the lid in the middle of the newspaper and they start to roll it up. So they're doing this process by hand.
Yes.
This is interesting. You can take the tree from out the forest, but you can't take the pencil from off the tree. I don't know. I'm going with this.
No, I get what you were saying. Like how the paper gets to be made and now turning it back. And this way, like, it'll really go to waste.
Right.
You know? Effectively.
Effectively, yeah.
Right onto the page with wood glue.
We believe is what makes the pencil harder to become like wood. This is something that you have to be trained to do. If you put a lot of paste on it, it takes longer to dry.
This machine rolls the pages into these pencil-sized tubes, which then get laid out in the sun.
Nature is always best.
And you also got to think about it. When you put a pencil inside of an electric pencil sharpener or any winding type of pencil sharpener, right, it grinds it back down into paper.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Basically.
They cut and resize the pencils. The workers sand them down one by one.
There's dust out there. You know, it's sun-dried, it's open. So we might find that the pencil is a bit rough.
Once the surface feels smooth enough, they'll print on a design, which clients can have customized.
Look at it.
This machine laminates them. It can do about 700 pencils in half a minute. That also comes at a price, though.
What's the cost?
It's expensive.
This machine costs about $18,000. But automating steps like this one has helped the company go from producing about 500 pencils a day when it started in 2017 to as many as 100,000 today.
You know, and that just goes back and reminds us of our YouTube journey. Interesting, right? About the different technologies we use to get our videos up at a certain speed.
Yeah.
Just upgrading and investing into yourself over your time of doing things is going to benefit you. Don't worry about the price. Look at what you're producing. My man went from 500 to 100,000.
Right. That's good.
That's big fact.
I feel like maybe they should partner with the schools.
I'm pretty sure of it.
The schools wouldn't have to, you know, outsource pencils.
Finally, workers sharpen the pencils one at a time. The company donates 3,000 of these every year as part of its bigger goal to supply 1 million children with free pencils.
Yeah, free pencils.
But making that happen isn't easy because producing them is costly.
Our biggest expenses are salaries to start with.
Momo told us it pays its workers $15 a day, which is about 3 times the minimum wage in Kenya. The company's still small, though, so it's had to be strategic about which businesses it sells to.
Target the ones who are aligned to the vision and the fact that they embrace the element of eco-friendly and Kenyan manufacturing.
Momo's pencils cost about 3 times the price of standard ones.
You know what? Target always leads, like, with things that needs to be done.
True that.
Like with Juneteenth, how they made that store holiday, people get off. Does people get off?
For Target?
Or was it that one year? I don't remember. Yeah, Target.
I don't remember going to any other, stores and seeing a section for Black History.
They always have a section for Black History.
They
always, give influencers a chance. Look at Tabitha Brown.
Yeah. Talk
give
about
her a chance to do things. I'm proud of Target.
Come on, man.
Which Kenya imports mainly from China.
A shopkeeper will say, "You have to sell this pencil to me at 10 shillings. I'm getting this pencil at 4 shillings. So what is the difference between these two?" You see, they don't understand the meaning of saving the environment. What we're doing is we're saving the environment.
Globally, we cut down, on average, 82,000 trees every year to produce about 14 billion traditional wooden pencils. In the US alone, another 500,000 trees die every week to make one Sunday run of newspapers. That's enough to fill nearly 1,000 football fields with trees. Paper accounts for over a quarter of total waste in landfills. And when that paper decomposes, it emits toxic methane gas, which can trap over 20 times more heat in the atmosphere than carbon dioxide. In fact, the EPA...
Can everybody that's watching the video, let's just ship it to him, please?
Facts,
ship the paper.
We'll get his
all the
information.
newspaper, please.
Yeah.
It's been getting a little bit too hot.
Man. I didn't know that. Like, that's a reason for everything. And this is eye-opener, yo. For real.
Has named paper as one of the main contributors to the methane pollution generated by landfills. If all those newspapers were turned into pencils instead, we could supply the planet with pencils for 5 years, every Sunday.
Every Sunday.
But Momo's mission goes beyond saving trees. So far, they've donated more than 50,000 pencils.
We would go to schools that have a large population of children from slums or from poor families. Just to empower them was a very big moment for us.
We followed them on a recent visit.
So you have children going to school, they don't have a book, they don't have a pen. You have a class of like 60 students and a teacher has like 30 students who have writing materials, the rest don't have.
In Kenya, nearly 20% of people over the age of 15 can't read or write. That's really high compared to many developed countries. Part of the problem is that families often can't afford to buy the children the basic tools they need to learn how to write.
So we realized that there's an impact we can make by donating the pencils to these children.
And with every school visit, they bring seedlings, which they then help the children plant. So far, they've planted over 10,000 trees. And while Mahamud says that's a start, he hopes that what he's doing here will grow.
The pencil creates equality in education, creates a future, and gives hope to those who are getting an education at an early stage. It also is the tool that can be able to help transform and impact the children to become better citizens, to create a better world for themselves.
Hi, this is Will's story from the book.
Check them out, y'all. Again, the donations is right there, like newspapers, bro.
Yeah.
That's dope. And then with pencils, it does impact the students in a bright way because it also gives them personality from the erasers all the way down to the art that's on the pencil. They have his and hers. Yes.
I feel like when we see things like this, I do know that, like, there's certain, countries don't want to, like, what's what I'm trying to say? Problems. Tribal problems and things like that across Africa. But I feel like when there's something like this going on in a country in Africa, the continent is so huge. Just being able to partner all over. Everybody just ship all of, just like Ghana receives all the donations from all over the world. Everybody just shipped their newspapers to Momo's house. That's what it's called.
I believe so.
Yeah, ship the newspapers to him to create that change. You know, less newspapers in the landfills and.
Yeah, this type of capitalization is a bar. Why? Because my man is literally taking the environment back by saving them from the pollution. You know what I'm saying? Because once you get a good read, you throw it, you may miss the trash or have it may, fall on the ground. But we're turning it and we're blessing the youth with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's big. That's big.
Definitely. They can still, gotta get my thoughts together. They can still donate pencils to the areas with the less fortunate children. But still, like, partner with the schools that are able to invest in their business. That's what
I feel like the biggest problem coming in at. The investments aren't as thorough as it needs to be.
Right.
Because when you're doing these type of things, I'm talking about, it looks like they're doing it at a level from, it's like just my own backyard or my own garage, right? But the work itself and the reason behind it, the purpose behind it is bigger than what the whole thing itself. You feel me?
Right. Because there's no point in charging the schools that you want to give the donations to, but there are schools on the entire continent that has the means, or the government that has the means to invest so the business can grow and that pollution. You know, get rid of that pollution, help save the environment.
Right. So, like, out here, you may get a book site drive, right? Well, all the, you may see a group of guys or a group of girls or a mixture may get together for the community and they will get donations sent to them. Book sacks, books, and things like that, and even pencils, and they will give it right back down to the babies.
Right.
And it will help all the parents who may be working hard just to make ends meet for their kids, and that's a blessing.
One less thing they have to worry about.
And that's how it is with them. One less thing they have to worry about.
Yes. So we hope you guys enjoyed this video with us.
Definitely.
Like this video, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell. We have enabled our super thanks if you like to support the channel that way, as well as our join feature to become a VIP member of the channel. Send in your reaction requests through our description box below. We'll see you soon.
Peace.